y'all, I'm putting this at the beginning of the video because it took me so long to get through this video today because I had to do so many other things in between. Look at what I made. Ah! My new addiction is beads. Don't bother me. Don't bother me. When y'all start seeing nothing but bead hauls on the channel, you know why. Look at what I made. And these pins write really good. And then this is a pin. And this is a keychain. I'm so excited. I'm about to do a ton of these. Mom, you about to get nothing but these for Christmas. Stay tuned, y'all. Hey guys, welcome back to Itiri TV. My name is Itiri. This video will be another installment of my clip series, which basically stands for my creative life in progress. As I learn new things and play around with my craft supplies that you see in all these big, beautiful hauls that I do, I've created this series so you can follow along with me on my creative journey. So today we're going to be talking about beads again. I did do an organizational video where I showed myself organizing some papers and some beads. I have lots more beads now and I have some plans. So we're going to dabble in a few of my plans today. I want to get these beads organized. These are my newer beads that I've shown in a few different hauls. And I also wanted to show some other beads that I just recently picked up from the Hobby Lobby red tag sale. I don't know when this video will premiere, but this sale was way before this video will premiere, but they have a cycle of red or orange tag sales. These tags look orange to me, but everybody calls them red. I was able to get these bows for $1.24. So I have things sectioned off in like beads that are bows, ducks, animals, candies, fruits, like things of random nature in one bin right now. And then I have my silicone beads in another bin. I have my pinks and purples together because I have plans to do a lot of pinkish, purplish beadable pins. I have my Walmart beads together, my hair supply store beads together, and then all my other just beads that didn't fall into a specific category for me based on what I want to do. So I was able to get more pink beads. These were $3.49. And they are so nautical to me. They remind me of like pink seashells. I just fell in love with these. So these are going to go great with my pink beads that I already have. I purchased the last two that they had in my local Hobby Lobby for that. I purchased this one for $1.24, this pretty purple like crystal. And then I purchased this for $1.37 on sale. And I was able to get a smaller crystal for $1.24. Two more of these at $1.37 each. And these are like a heavier weight. And then I was able to purchase these purple ones for $2.74. The purple beads and the pink beads have sort of just been my favorites. Not that they're my favorite colors necessarily, but they've been my favorite beads that I've found in Hobby Lobby so far. And then I purchased some beads for $1.62 on sale. I love that these are black and gray. I want to do more with darker colors. So I'm going to put those in my other pile. Like these are going to be great together. They're going to be great together. So I've just been going down that bead aisle more and more now. And then I bought two other things that I did not need, but capybara, I needed inspiration. Maybe I did need them. Maybe I did need them for inspiration. These were not on sale. These were $4.49. Are these not the cutest Cappy keychains? So these are going to be for my inspiration, and I'll probably put these on my Cappy bags. I freaking love these. I may put these on a purse. I don't know. I freaking love these. They were the last two that I saw. So those are that's my mini bead haul to go along with this. I do have these hair bows that have these capybara pieces on them, these flat backs. I would love to turn these into beads. I've seen people use a tool to like stick through to turn these into beads. I have to figure that out. If you know what that tool is called, please put it in the comments and give me a link of where to purchase it or what I need to look up, because I want to turn these into beads. It's like a drill that I've seen them like drill through these little acrylic pieces, but I'm going to pop the rest of these off of the hair bows and organize these as well. So that's what I have to do here. I'm going to be using my containers. I have so many containers, but I'm going to start off with this one. I'm going to try to keep my pinks and purples all together. So I'm going to start with my pinks and purples in this one because as you can see, I have more pink and purple beads in here from Hobby Lobby. And I'm going to take you over to my other desk so I can show you what I got going on over there and what my plans are for some simple beadable projects. Okay, guys, we're on my other creative desk. As you can see, I have my container here that I purchased from Five Below for around $7, but I had that 10% off coupon, so it was less than that. And here I have a lot of other beads that I've purchased from like kits. So I've already started organizing these. And then I have these cute spoons from Hobby Lobby. I want to use these as my bead spoons to like pick up beads. These are so cute. So I have those in here. And I have something I'm very excited about. These water, I'm calling them water pens. I think that's what they were called on the little kit here. But the kit basically came with sequins. And the idea is to pour the sequins through the funnel to put it in the tube, and then you can pour water in it to make it movable. So I love that idea, and I may do that for one of these with these sequins in the water because I do like these pink and purple sequins. I may mix them. I don't know. Oh, well, this is blue. So I may do the pink and blue and do something special with the green. So that's what I have here. I'm actually going to do this project, at least one of them, for this video. But while I was at Hobby Lobby shopping for the deals, I was able to find this resin, and I want to use these in those tubes. I'm going to purchase more beadable pens that have the tube on it so I can pour stuff in it. And these are the $2.99. This large one was only $2.99. And as you can see, this is nautical with seashells, and this is just me. This is me. This is Itiri TV. This is Spray Shop Cruise. This is me. And then out of all the ones that were left hanging, there were more seashells with the blue. So $1.74. I'm planning to order a lot more pins with the jars that look more like your normal beadable pins here, but with the plastic jars where I can pour stuff into because I want to play around more with that. I do have some normal beadable pins. I'm going to try one of these. I'm going to try one with the jar. I do have some beadable keychains that I purchased from Amazon. I'm very excited about these. I don't know if I'm going to do a pokey tool today. We'll see. If I just get to going and I'm having a good time, I may do a pokey tool. And there are also some bracelets that I plan to do. I don't know if I'll order it and have it back in time for this particular video, but I plan to do some very simple bracelets, not with the tie string, but with like the metal, it's like a metal chain bracelet that's super easy to link. You don't have to tie anything. I did organize this one last time, and I organized, this already came organized from Hobby Lobby. And I also organized this one in my last organizational video. But what I wanted to show you is this container that I purchased from not Hobby Lobby, Five Below. I freaking love it. I've got some charms going in here. I could have put these charms in the same thing, but I wanted to separate my Buckies from my just other random charms. And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to put my capybara charms in here. So I'm going to get those capybara flatbacks in here. I have a lot of great beads. I'm planning to do another bead haul from some other online places. And I'm very excited about that. So you will see more bead content from me because I'm really getting into it. So now that I've shown you kind of my plan and what I think I want to try today, I'll get to organizing and sort of show you what I come up with. So we're going to organize Cappy first. I purchased these from TJ Maxx, and I don't think I still have the price on here, but I am going to keep this packaging. Y'all know how I feel about this capybara packaging. It is the cutest, and this cardboard that this stuff comes on is very heavy duty. So all of these cappies, I'm going to use them for journaling. If these aren't the cutest cappies, y'all, with that boba tea, y'all, I am just smitten. Nothing on the back, which is perfect. I don't have to worry about cutting out another cappy. So I'm keeping this. So you can just pull this for it to come off very simply. I'm debating, do I want to pull or do I want to cut? So pulling was simple, but I have this residue here. Let me see if I prefer cutting. Yeah, so cutting is obviously a no-go because you ruin the bow and it leaves that piece that I'll have to pop off. So I'm gonna pull the rest of these little capybaras off. Look at how, y'all, somebody tell me how to make this into a bead. What is that tool that I need? Somebody tell me. So these are popping off pretty easy. I love having so many cappies. Look at this one. Oh, my goodness. Stop my beating heart, please. Okay, guys, we did have an incident, but Cappy turned out okay. He's okay. Gonna keep all the bows in here. So let's get to organizing some beads. Okay, guys, so this is definitely a process. I'm mixing some of the beads that I know I'm planning to use together in the same compartment. These compartments do have movable compartments, which is not, they have removable tabs, which is not great for the small beads, but it is great for when beads pop over into another compartment. I can just lift up this and scoot them back in. But I love all the beads that I've purchased from like Hobby Lobby and Walmart because it's pretty much the design is already done for me. Like I'm most likely going to put these things on beadable pins exactly how they were on the string for the most part, with not too much customization. So it'll be easy. It'll be pretty. So I'm going to keep going with this with my pinks and purples in this case. I love this spoon because it can pick up these very small beads or these spacer beads with no problem most of the time. And you can use it as a stabber to mix your beads and see what's in there. So love it. These are from Hobby Lobby. I'm gonna tie these Highland cows to one of my cappies for right now until I purchase one of those gold beadable keychains. I have the silver beadable keychains, but not the gold, I don't think. And when I purchase the gold, I think I'll put these on one of those gold beadable keychains, these Highland cows, and then keychain it to Cappy. But for now, I'm just gonna tie this on Cappy. I'm gonna tie a couple more knots, but I really like how these silicones look together. And I think I'm gonna tie this one on this Cappy as well. I'll probably use the penguins in the pink with some of the pink beads, so I'll take these off the string, but I really like these together. Okay, guys, so I got tired of doing this, so I sort of stopped organizing and started just mixing things together that I felt would go together. This is a much longer process than what I thought, trying to take these beads off these strings and put them in the compartments. I'm trying to do multiple things today, so I didn't like just zone out and have my music on and stuff trying to do this. I'm trying to multitask and it's starting to get on my nerves. So got to wind this up. Now, this became the most mixed bag over here with the dollar signs and the hearts and the candies. I don't even know what's all in there anymore. I just started mixing stuff. But I wanted to keep it in one container and not actually go to another container. So, and it looks like this is backwards. Oh joy. No, it's four. It's fine. Okay. I was about to say, oh man, did I do this backwards? It wouldn't have mattered because it wasn't going anywhere. But that's the bead organization part. I'm gonna have to step away and come back and make some stuff because this took way longer than I suspected. A lot of these things that you think are gonna be like 2 seconds to organize take time. So I'll be back. Okay, y'all, so I'll put this one together real quick. I didn't use glue. I'm not using E600 or anything. I don't care about them spinning. And no one's getting these except for me, mom, and grandma. Maybe some people in the ministry when I feel more confident to give these away. But these pins from Amazon write really, really well. They're really, really great. I got frustrated when I got to the top because I needed a bead that was flat enough for this to screw back on. But hopefully this doesn't pop off. I gotta use this and see. I understand why people use glue just to make sure, but I'm not doing all that. Love this, so I'll use this one throughout the week, see how I like it. And that was simple. That took me like 2 seconds once I figured out which beads I needed to use. Not 2 seconds, at least 5 minutes, because I had to go through some of these beads, but very, very pleased. I'm going to make a couple of more things. So this jar pin is really cool. We've got the jar, which I'm gonna fill up with something. And then I also have this where I could put some beads on. This came as part of the kit. So we have a lot that we can do here, but I'm not gonna think too hard about this. I'm just gonna see what fits. So these don't fit. I might have to use the beads that came with the kit. Unless I just use these bows. That's kind of cute. A lot of the spacers that I have don't fit these pins, so would that have fit? No. So, you just gotta have something that fits. Is that too high? Yeah, that's too high. Let's get rid of the yellow. So this is neat. So I'm gonna use those beads there. And then I'm gonna use the funnel, but I'm not gonna use those sequins. I think I'm gonna use some of this if I can. This might be too big to go in there. So I might have to use those sequins. Let's see what I could do. I would prefer to use some of this. Okay, so the top of the pin is what came off for you to be able to do this properly with the funnel. I don't want to use those sequins. I think I'm going to try to use anything that fits from this Squishmallow bead catastrophe that I made here. Not bead catastrophe, but these are all beads that are just too small for my liking that I have no desire to use. So there's a stopper here. And again, I'm not really paying attention to color. I'm just trying to put this water pin together. Oops, that's the pin itself, so that's not gonna be good. Yeah, I don't know about this. So I could have added water, but I don't want to. I just want to do this. This is just what I want to do. Water might be cool, but this is the cap of the pin, so. Oh, looks like that's green. Oh yeah, I forgot they write the same color that the pin is. So this actually came from TJ Maxx. This is really cool. I kind of do want to see it with water, even though these are not sequins. These are beads. I don't feel like opening it again though. So, but the next one I do, I'll try it with water for another video where I make things, which will be rare on camera. So these keychains from Amazon came with everything that you needed to sell them if you wanted to. So you have the little package to package it up. You can sell them or gift them like this. And I've had one sent to me in this packaging, and I really like it. And then they came with a thank you card, and you can put anything on the back there. So let's do one of these real quick. This is becoming a long little adventure today that I did not fully plan for, but I really want to get this video done. This is a very nice keychain. They have gold ones, and I want the gold one because it matches a lot of my purses better than the silver. So let's see what we can do. Y'all, you would think this would be easy, but I've been sitting here rearranging beads for I don't know how long, trying to figure out what's going on. I didn't realize so many decisions had to be made. I see why Planner Time with Michael, when he was doing this, he spent so much time trying to figure out what did he actually want on the tool he was making. He was beating up. I think he was beating up. I forgot what it was. I watched the video. I enjoy him. Go follow Planner Time with Michael if you aren't already. But I've been over here trying to figure out what the heck do I even want to do? And then you got to find the bees that'll like do well at the end of this sucker. I wanted the fur and I wanted the daggone dollar sign, and I wanted the pink, and I didn't know if I wanted to mix pinks because I got so many pinks, and then I didn't know if I wanted the dollar sign at the top or the fur at the top. Now I'm just trying to fit everything on here real quick. I like that. Sucky, sucky. That is too tough. That's too tough. And it's a keychain. Oh, I have a new addiction. I made a keychain, a water pen with no water. You can put water in here. I just don't think it's necessary for this little shaker mix right here. And now that I have an easier craft that I can do with shaker mix, basically just pouring the shaker stuff into these water pens, I'm about to make a ton of water pens or barrel pens, whatever you want to call them. And then this one. And no, I'm not using glue. So don't get in my comments talking about something, oh, you need glue. You do not need glue. It's fine. You can turn them. If you don't like turning them, then use glue if you care about that so much. This is quick though. I'm for quick and easy. I love these, y'all. If you made it to the end of the video, go ahead and put some dollar signs in the comments. I will definitely be doing more of this now that I got my beads organized halfway, even though I done messed up the organization trying to dig through and find them, but I will definitely be doing more of this. I really enjoyed this. Even though I'm tired today, I really enjoyed this. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.